ready for Clyde tomorrow. Ran her up and down the road real quick to make sure she ran good. And we got Scott's over here. Everything's looking good until we started it. And this is what we got. The head off of it because we got a leak. Nothing like a Jones and Cross Cup luck to have to replace the head on the Super Stock the night before the race. See you guys. I want to give a recap on Clyde real quick. First off, we had a blast. It was so much fun. I recommend anybody that gets an opportunity to run up there, the Clyde Grand Prix. It was one of the most fun experiences I've had in a while. Didn't know what to expect going from dirt racing asphalt for the first time in my life. Me and Scott watched a few races before we went out there, and our pucker factor was up a bit. It was made us a hair nervous watching how fast these boys were going and stuff like that, and cornerings and stuff like that, because we've never done this, neither of us. But went up there first heat, or they ran practice heat feature. Practice went out there, had a good time, or learning the track itself. Finding out that manholes make a difference a little bit up there. You kind of catch those puppies. You get a little bit of air, you kind of kicks you left and right. But learned that. It was interesting how they run stuff up there. We're so used to crash, you sit there, you stop. There it's crash, get by it, get back into it, and you're gone. Keep going, and they get it cleaned up. Give the track, those guys, so much credit. They got them cleaned up. By the time you got back around for that corner again, cleaned up, out of the way. Went out there, heat race, through chain, second lap. Coming off one of the corners has like a dip. So it feels like that it may have been two factors. We think we figured out one of them was my motor mount might be just worn out, and it was shifty and it kicked my chain. And I think it may have flexed coming off that corner a little more, due to the fact that I'm a heavy guy, and just hit that corner hard enough. I think it flexed it down a bit too and caused it to pop loose. So I was kicked off to the side there. Was able to watch those guys run, Scott and those guys, and it was hilarious. Like Scott's motor, he had it built by Calvinator Motors there, Justin and Kevin, and woo, that boy got some power. It screams. I'll tell you that. Went out there for the feature. We did some adjusting, got everything put back where it needs to be. Took off for the feature, second corner of the first lap. Yes. Guy drilled straw bale, spun it in front of me, and it scared the living crap out of me, because we were coming through there probably at 30, I think it is, something like that. And it was slow motion in my eyes. It looked like he was laying out on the, he was coming halfway out of his cart, and all I seen was him there, and I thought I was going to drill himself. But I was able to get turned sideways, out of the way, took off. Scott got caught up in it, and he stalled out. So they put him over the edge of the bales. He then went down and partied with the chicane gang down there, which you'll see in the video. You've seen in the videos. Big old group of people, big old party in the front yard. White t-shirts, you see them down there. They're a good group of people down there. But was able to go through, catch a few of these 2 cycles out there, which I was super psyched about that. Same exact spot I threw my chain the first time, happened again with 1 lap to go. And like I said, we think it's the motor twisting, or motor mount twisting a hair bit, frame flexing, but we try to keep these things as vintage as possible. But I think next year when we do this, we're going to throw some chain guards on these puppies so they don't pop the chains easy. So we did that. I got to thank Nate and George, and Denny, all those boys, Justin, for coming out, helping, and getting us in the ballpark where we needed to be. Because like I said, we had no clue what was going on. First time ever racing asphalt. It was a blast. It was hoots. I recommend anybody who gets the opportunity to race that out there, you really ought to take that chance. And just go have fun. I know they were racing, they got 3 or 4 different stock motors and stuff they run. They go the Predator class. They have a 4-cycle catch-all. They had, really wish I could remember, LO206. They had like 4 different versions of the LO206 out there. Then they ran the vintage class. The vintage class, a lot of them run the 2 cycles out there. Me and Scott were the only 2 4 cycles out there. But we ran at vintage, just to the frames. Like my frame's a Laguna 1975, 6, something like that. We ran with those boys because we knew that we weren't going to get our stuff tore up too much. So we ran there. Like I said, I threw chain in the same corner, 1 lap to go, and popped the curb. So I'll tell you now, bent the crap out of the rim. Tell you now, curbs win every time. Curbs will win every time with these things. But it was a hoot. It was a hoot getting us there. Getting up there, getting a little convoy. Scott had to catch everybody, and they were kind of questioning if he'd be able to catch them. And once we got on the interstate to head north, Scott was doing who knows what, but we caught him up pretty quick to follow George and those boys up there. But it was a blast. So that's going to be something we do every year now. We sat back and said it was a hoot. So I recommend anybody gets the opportunity to go up there, run it. It was fun. You got to give a big shout out to Clyde, the city of Clyde, stuff like that, for putting this on. Because I know back in the day when I was a kid, there used to be, and I've heard it from George, Dad, everybody, there used to be street races all over the state of Ohio and anywhere. But insurance reasons, stuff like that, it's getting harder and harder to do it. So that the fact that they still do it is amazing. It's sweet. So I guess it's that Clyde Fair Board, stuff like that, put it on, or in the town, city of Clyde. Anybody that has tied into it, thank you so much. It was a blast. And I would recommend anybody to go up there to do it during their fair or festival, something like that. Food trucks everywhere, events. It was fun, guys. So appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that helped us out, and recommend it. Like I said, it was a blast. See you guys.